Well, apparently we are live. Well, I'm going to go ahead and jump right in on this, as this is first live video, first video that this channel has seen in probably 5 months. So I highly doubt, given the YouTube metric, that there's going to be very many people join on here. But first off, I have to say, guys, it's great to see you again, at least in my mind's eye, as I stare at this video camera or my phone, as the case may be. But also, I have to say, you guys are in trouble. This is live. I can't edit out my ramblings and boo-boos. So yeah, just gonna have to try to contain myself and control myself. But like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into this, just because I highly doubt very many people are gonna be on this, at least while it's in its live stage. So, and I want to kind of keep this short, under 10 minutes or so. But the reason this is live, the reason I'm doing it this way, is I've been trying to put together a video for quite some time, just letting you guys know where I've been, what's going on, kind of where we're at right now. My ideas as far as the future going. As you can see, I have some notes here to kind of keep me on track. But I just haven't been able to put that together in a way that I was satisfied with. I filmed it a couple of times, but it just seemed rushed, and it just didn't seem right. I guess maybe it's taken a few times in front of the camera again to get kind of back in the groove. I don't know. But I thought it would be kind of cool to do this channel update or whatnot live, kind of wet my whistle there, so to speak. Anyway, without too much rambling, as I warned you guys about, where have I been? Last March or so, some changes in my organization turned out to be in the end, it's good. In the interim, it was really not fun. Took some responsibilities away from one group that I work with and put them on my group, which involved a significant amount of weekend training. So I was working my regular shift throughout the week, Monday through Friday, and then would have to come in and work the weekend shift as well. So that got rid of, by and large, most of my free time there, aside from normal time during the weekday with my family and stuff like that. And I maintained my YouTube schedule there for quite some time, with doing the weekend shift as well. But how you doing, buddy? Anyway, maintained my regular schedule there for about a month and a half, something like that. But it just got to the point where I was burned out on standing in front of the camera, and burned out with work, burned out with life in general. Just was not a good place. I mean, I wasn't depressed or anything like that. It wasn't a fun time. And so I came to a decision where something had to go. And like I've told you guys before, YouTube's going to be the first thing to go. If there's a question between YouTube and my family or my work, this is the first thing to go. It's a hobby. It's not a career by any stretch of the imagination. So I tossed it to the side, and it wasn't a good thing for me to do, but I was so burnt out at the time, I just didn't have the mental or emotional energy to stand in front of the camera and tell you guys what I'm telling you now. So anyway, hey Chris, Michael. Anyway, so that's where I've been. Let's see, that weekend schedule ended officially 1st of October was the last, whatever the October the 1st, that Sunday, was the last weekend shift I pulled. In the future, they will come again. We'll start rotating. It'll be once every 6 to 8 weeks. I'll have to pull a weekend shift, but no big deal as far as that's concerned. But anyway, since then, because I was so busy, just as an example, the effect it had on my life, I think I cut the grass 3 times, maybe 4 times this summer, which is pretty, very redneckish and pathetic of me, but, I just didn't have time. So anyway, I've been catching up on the honey-do list and, regular house maintenance that any homeowner is aware of. So that's where I have been, kind of sort of caught up now. I have actually started filming again. One of the biggest challenges I'm having right now, just because of regular schedule in my life, is finding the time to edit. I can head out and spend an hour filming, but sitting down to get organized and editing with, a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old running around, daddy, 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 has proven a challenge. But, I'm getting back into it. It'll come back to some sort of a norm there. I doubt I'll hit back up the 3-video schedule a week. And as far as what kind of videos are coming, that's 2-part. One, what's up, Lakers? One, I've got several review videos to catch up on. But first, shout out to several companies: Black Feather Knives, Joe Honeycutt, LT Wright, BHK. There's several others that when this first happened back in March, May, April, May, something like that, I packaged up and sent back a lot of stuff that I had to review because I knew I wasn't going to have time to do it, and I didn't want to rip the companies off. And several guys, LT, Black Feather, A few others said, no, I don't care if it takes you 2 months or 2 years. We want to see a video on it, so just hang on to it and just get around to it when you can. So kudos to them. Thank you very much for the support of the channel. And just Joe from Black Feather and LT Wright, those guys have been supporters since the very beginning. So guys, thank you very much. Your support is appreciated. That's one of those boo-boos you guys usually don't get to see. But anyway, so reviews are coming up to get those, just to get kind of caught up. Got some really cool ones. But after that, I want to kind of slow down with the reviews, just simply because my life, as you will hear in just a minute, is going to continue to be busier than it used to be. And so with having a bunch of stuff in hand to review, there's a certain amount of pressure to get that out in a timely fashion, which I don't want that pressure anymore. I was really getting burned out on it last spring and trying to find a way out, and this kind of came together to provide an easy way out. So it was good timing. So want to go back to not necessarily where I started as far as just doing a bunch of fire videos and stuff like that, but more of a creative type, also kind of expand the scope, not necessarily too far outside the woodcraft homesteading type scheme, but I kind of look at woodcraft and bushcraft as kind of MacGyverism in the woods, and kind of see how that mindset of making do with what you have fits around the home life as well. So that's kind of the direction where about half the videos I want to take. Also, as continue on with the cooking as well. The Doomsday Diner thing, that is still coming. I will get into why that's slowed down just a little bit here in just a second. So that's that. And where are we going from here? Well, the reason why this is being posted today, I had a video all set and done to do. I was somewhat comfortable with it about a week and a half ago. But without getting into the long, 7 minutes in, without getting into the long story, the short story is I came across some information, had a couple realizations and a discussion with my wife, and came to the realization that something I've wanted to do for the last 15 years is now possible. The short of that is I want to go back to school, want to go back to college and finish up my degree. So I can do that now because it's been 15 years since I've taken a class. Actually, it's been 17 years, I think, since I attended college. And my wife got, 15 years, excuse me, 15 years. Anyway, did not quite make my degree. I was a couple credit hours away. My wife got pregnant. We moved counties and state, and just, I became the sole breadwinner of the house and just never finished that up. So I want to finish that up. I'm going to have to retake several classes because some of those credits are so old. My plan is to hit up a full-time school schedule as well as a full-time employment schedule. I think I can maintain everything as is just because of the way my schedule works at my day job, so to speak. I do have a certain amount of downtime, and because I have a really good employer, if you have schoolwork to do and you have downtime, they do not mind if you use your downtime at work to further your education. What's up, Michael? How you doing, man? So that being the case, I think I can maintain a decent amount of my schoolwork while I'm at work. So hopefully we'll be able to. Welcome, guys. It's good to see you. It's good to be back, at least on a somewhat regular basis. But anyway, so that being the case, I don't know what the future is going to hold as far as my schedule goes with this. I won't know until probably February. I start back school January, and I figure it's going to take at least 4 weeks to find a rhythm, so to speak. So yeah, that's pretty much all I had. Just to let you guys know what was going on. Oh, as far as the Doomsday Diner thing, that is still very much in the works. As far as my creative process is making videos, that is actually my main focus right now. When you guys hear a little bit more about that, hopefully you'll understand why I'm so excited about that. I actually don't know what I'm going to do because my life has changed so much. My schedule has been so busy. I've considered rebranding and bringing the Feral Woodcraft and Doomsday Diner thing under one bubble, so to speak. I don't know how that would work. That's just a passing thing. Feel free to throw your comments or ideas there. Good to see you, Wild Alberta. But anyway, like I said, that's what I had. If you guys have any quick questions, you can throw up on the screen really quick. I'll be happy to answer them. No, Jimbo, I did not find my flashlight in the woods. For the first, I think it's been lost for 3 years, 2 to 3 years, maybe 4. It's been lost for a while. First couple years, I looked for it fairly religiously. I haven't looked for it at all this year, so I haven't found it. I've considered getting a or at least renting a metal detector, but I haven't done it. And I figure it's probably under 4 or 5 inches of leaf debris at this point in time, so who knows. I would love to find it, see how well that Phoenix held up in the elements for this long. But anyway, if you guys have any questions, throw them up on the screen here real quick. I'll be happy to answer them. I don't know what the delay here is. Like I said, this is my first live video. I know, man. It's really disconcerting, isn't it? As much as I try, just that facial cream at night is just not doing any good. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I hope school goes well as well. But anyway, guys, it's good to see you again. I will. Oh, and one other thing I meant to say. Yeah, I'm a big fan too. I love this shirt. Thanks, John. One thing, I haven't done many update videos as far as the channel as a whole on here. I've been doing more updates on the Facebook page just because I don't want to litter the YouTube channel with a bunch of stuff that a lot of subscribers aren't going to care about. So I'm trying to make the Facebook page more of a update what's going on, not necessarily a real vloggy, but a vloggy style thing, you know, where I post stuff that I'm doing on almost on a daily basis. My field of study, back in the day, it was IT, which I'm in IT now, been in IT for almost 20 years. To go up and finish the next degree, I don't know if I should let the cat out of the bag or not. I'm actually considering going after my teaching degree. I know a lot of people would kind of go, what? Doesn't make any sense, but I enjoy teaching, and there's not going to be any changes on the next generation aside from, number one, what you do, how you raise your kids is going to be the number one change in the next generation, how you love your neighbor. But also, kids nowadays need good influences, and I would love to be a part of that. We'll see if it comes to fruition or not. Mike, you're always such the comedian. So, anyway, as far as the Facebook page, getting kind of bouncing all over the place here. There will be a link in the description if this live thing lets me do that. But the Facebook page is going to be the place for more constant updates. There is a video that actually provides more information than this one about where I've been and my thinking as far as the future direction of the channel here. So if you guys want to check that out, the link's in the description. No obligation there whatsoever. I'm not trying to pump up Facebook likes or whatnot. See you, Mike. I'll talk to you soon. Text me later today, man. Yeah, actually one of the biggest influencers on my life was the IT teacher in my high school. There actually wasn't really IT back then, if that kind of dates me. But he was the guy that brought together my high school's fledgling network. And he also taught typing, intro to programming, and something else. I forget what all he taught. But Mr. McCormick, anyway, he was a big influence on my life. He was also my homeroom teacher. And anyway, he kind of got my gears thinking that hey, maybe I want to do this for a living. You know, computers have always been kind of fun. But he in my troubled years, he kind of took me aside, and he didn't fix me, but he provided a good influence for me to look back on and say, you know, I really should be more like him. So I kind of would like to be like that Mr. McCormick. But anyway, we're broaching 14 minutes. So unless there is another question here real quick, I'm going to go ahead and sign off and, yeah, go fix my kids' lunch. But that's cool, John. Yeah, you know, I've been in it for almost 20 years. I can see the desire to get out of it. But anyway, folks, it's good to see you again, and I'll hopefully be posting regular videos sometime soon. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day.